favorite wines anytime without waiting for an occasion. Open any bottle with confidence, knowing that you can enjoy the full original flavor of Tuesday's wine on Saturday. For more information, visit us at www.savinowine.com. Today's wine, tomorrow.
Ever have a computer issue that you can't figure out? Is your computer running slow, locking up, or giving you the blue screen of death? Now you have a store that not only can diagnose your rig, but if needed, upgrade that tired old workhorse. Centex Computers in Hutto is equipped not only to fix your computer, but give you an honest analysis of what needs to be fixed. Let's face it, your home computer is not only convenient, it's essential for your home or your office to stay in touch in this new virtual world. Now you have a place to take your computer for honest and reliable service. Visit www.centexcomputers.com for locations and times. Centex Computers Hutto is the official computer experts for On the Air with Mike Allen.
Night Talk with Joe Rocks. 10 p.m. Eastern, Thursdays, is now on Ustream TV. Spreaker for replays and live. On Live 365, exclusively on Armed Radio Global. Attention World of Tank gamers. Armed and its affiliated divisions are recruiting entire clans and tankers. Armed, the largest and most progressive gaming community on the World of Tanks gaming platform. Now on 3 servers. To join, visit www.armedtanks.net or hashtag need a toaster. Toast that, bitches.
Ladies and gentlemen, for the first time on Armed Radio Global, for her debut segment, On the Air, my hot roommate Danny and, what are we calling it? The what? The Ratchet Hour?
He told me. Something about ratchetness.
With the Finger Bang Gang?
Yeah.
Something, I don't know. Anyway, here she is, my hot roommate Danny.
So I guess starting off my segment, I want to explain why that song was played. So being a hot roommate, sometimes I have knights in shining armor stay the night when they would like to have coitus with me. Well, this guy named Mike.
Hold on, I'm Googling coitus.
I learned that off of Big Bang Theory. That's like the nerd. That's a nerd term for sex. Okay. Anyways.
Remember, that's coitus.
Coitus.
Not cauliflower, which we all hate.
Very good word.
Coitus. Anyways, so my not-so-hot roommate, Mike, likes to ruin my morning afters with letting my gigantic dog in and then playing that song while it's already awkward because I'm assuming the night before I probably had horrible sex because guys obviously don't know what they're doing down there anymore.
Of course, your dog is 140 pounds and thinks it's 5.
Yeah, so it's really like
it launches from the floor and lands all 4 paws on anybody and anything that's on the bed.
Which can be beneficial depending on how the night went before. But it's like, okay, I'll go now.
So if you can imagine it, I wake up.
I'm 115 pounds, so my dog outweighs me.
I wake up, and there's a strange car in the driveway.
Yes.
So I'm figuring, okay, somebody stayed. Didn't stay in my bed. I'm on a very
that was a rough month. I'm
in an extremely long dry spell. So her dog, who spent the night usually with me, since he didn't have a place to stay, very excited about going outside and then eating, but then wants to go see mommy. So I would show up at the door, and I'd ever so slowly crack the door open just enough so that big hammerhead, excitable puppy would push through it. And just as he launched in midair, as he's flying through the air, I hit play in this.
And you would just laugh.
Of course, I'd go back and drink my coffee,
just laughing.
Because he's in there tearing it up, looking at this guy like, what are you doing on mommy? Well,
and I was wondering the same thing. So, before the finger bang gang talks, I actually want to do this segment for purposes of cracking myths on sex. I've learned most people actually don't know what's going on down there and have no clue how to do it or what to do, as I'm sure lots of you have had horrible experiences.
You have to get up at 6 in the morning?
Oh, Heather's leaving. Heather's saying
goodbye.
Say,
bye, Heather.
Bye.
Love you. Call me.
Okay. Nice meeting you. Nice meeting you. Good luck in here.
Yeah. I think he just wants his TV back.
Especially with this one.
I'm sober, okay?
She didn't even know.
Things might get difficult a little bit later down. Wasn't me, I swear.
Okay, so before Mad Mike takes over the show.
And with his nonsense. All right, go
with
ahead.
his nonsense, because he'll tell you all the things not to do.
Exactly.
So since I guess I'll be doing this every week now, I'm going to start with basics. Like, me and Mike actually had a conversation today about lube and how most people either don't know that they need it or think it's like, oh, only old people need it, only like old dried out.
So you calling me old?
Grandmas and just the people that shouldn't be having sex anymore. They're the people that need lube.
Inmates.
Well, no. If inmates use lube, there'd probably be a lot less like animosity in jail. Because they're like,
get along?
cool. Yeah, it's like a lot smoother. Like no rape
Prison
style.
time power hour.
Brought to you by Mad Mike. Anyways, so I went through some health problems, and my love muffin no longer wanted to work properly. It was not. Just in case there's still kids listening, my love muffin didn't want to work right. So I was like, well, obviously you can't continue to have hanky-panky time with this because that can cause a lot of issues. You can get tears. It was like friction.
The hell can we in middle school?
Yes.
Love muffin, hanky-panky time.
I like to call it cute names. This is my segment. I call it what I want. Anyways, so I'm not an old crusty lady, unfortunately. So I didn't know that like lube was a thing.
I'm still stuck on love muffin. I'm sorry.
Love muffin.
Nobody
everyone
wants
loves muffins.
Man, busting them through their walls, going, "Oh yeah."
This is not going to get anywhere. I'm not going to educate anyone.
No, go ahead.
People are
fight through it. No, you got to fight.
I got to fight.
You got to fight.
I didn't put my
through
boxing gloves on. My training hasn't started.
You can't come in here and you got to go. Now you see what I got to deal with when I'm trying to be serious.
Boo. Yeah, but I'm sober, so it's
see
different.
why I kept him out of here earlier? You see this? All right, go ahead.
So, lubes. Lubes are for everybody. If anyone's ever heard the expression wetter is better, that is very true. Now, you can have a little too much, slide out, and get a little bit of complications going on trying to get back in there. But for the most part, wetter is better. I think we've all had that accidental stabbing of the second hole that was not meant to be stabbed. Yeah, Mad Mike, you?
Oh yeah.
So I'm sure that's happened to plenty of women out there.
Never accidental Kool-Aid.
I told him not
cool.
to be in here. No, not. Anyways.
Not okay.
Back to lubes. Basics. Now, see, y'all got me all discombobulated. I don't even know. I forgot about the love muffins. And
now you see.
I see that you're very strong at this.
I know.
I don't know.
It's worse. I mean, we're kind of toned down.
I'm not even drunk this
Because
time.
we got guests in the house.
We can't.
Hey, please.
Lock the doors.
You stay.
Lock the
You
doors.
stay.
They're staying.
Yeah. You gotta get the full OT.
You need to stop
experience.
talking. Let me educate the people.
Okay, sorry.
Of the lubricant world.
I'm going to mute my mic right now. I'm muted.
No, you're not. You liar. Liar pants on fire.
muted right now.
Oh, yeah, I know. I can't hear you. Anyways.
Now it's not muted. Now it's muted. Now it's not muted. Now it's muted. See how that works? Go ahead.
Back to lubes, people. So I'm sure there's plenty of women that are like, I don't know what's going on down there. Man, it doesn't work, and my husband's being annoying. I just want him to shut up, so I'm going to give him some tonight. That's when you need lubes. So there's different types of lubes. You can do not do flavors, by the way. because that can cause lots of infections and not fun things down there, and that will ruin sexy time any day of the week. So, different types of lubes. You have water-based and
Hold on, I'm
silicone.
writing this down.
You
Love
probably
muffin, sexy time.
should. Coitus.
Is it coitus?
Don't ask me how to spell it.
Is that
I
with
heard it on a show.
Is that with a K or a Q?
I'm
not
assuming
sure.
Q.
Definitely a C. C, for sure.
Coitus. So you have water-based and silicone. So water-based, a lot of people have an issue with it because it absorbs into your body. Obviously, there's nothing. It just if you drink water, it's going to absorb into your body. Same with water-based lube. And then there's silicone lube, which is going to stay on that. Like when you put it on, it's going to stay on the layer. The skin's not going to actually absorb because your body can't absorb liquid sand. So there's also different types of silicone. I have learned. Anyone out there who has ever used KY and it has worked for you, I'm going to need you to contact me personally because nobody that I've ever known has had a good experience with that. I have personally had a horrible experience with that because it's a very low-grade silicone, so the sand isn't as ground up as a higher-grade silicone would be. Yeah. Yeah. Welcome to the Thunderdome. It's a bad time.
Let's go to the beach.
That would probably be less painful.
Let's go to the beach.
So in the world of sand, yes, thank you. Some people have to use water-based because they have either allergic reaction to silicone. You kind of have to try it out. Spend money on it. That's something you want to spend money on. Like quality lube, don't go buy like a big gallon at like Sam's Club or like Costco because it's probably going to be like petroleum jelly, basically.
They buy it by gallons?
You can buy lube by gallons. I shit you not. It's real.
So you're saying I probably shouldn't buy a 55-gallon drum of Astroglide from online because that was kind of a good idea when I thought about it.
A lot of people actually like Astroglide. If it works for you, I mean, go for it. But there's also like
Doing
a lot
it.
of doing it. I'm ordering it right now as we speak.
I'm going to spray a 55-gallon drum of Astroglide all over my garage. I could probably fit like 30 cars in my garage after that fact. I'm going to be sick.
I know.
Who gave him liquor?
Who gave him a microphone? That's what I want to know.
He didn't. No, run away. Run away.
Good Lord.
So
You make me itchy with the sand?
now, I know. Oh no, you'll be much worse than itchy with the sand if you use the wrong one. The thing is, like, you're gonna kind of have to like try it out. I always recommend buying a small bottle of whatever lubricant you want to try out because you don't know if you're gonna have a problem with silicone. Water-based kind of dries out. Not good for anal. Fun fact: do not use water-based for anal unless you have a serious medical issue with silicone lube because it just absorbs and then you have to keep putting more on, and that's just not going to be good.
And if you start bleeding, go to the doctor, stop using that, right?
Yes. I mean, not necessarily. You can kind of figure out pretty instantly that that's not going to work for you. This guest, look at him. How many beers did he drink? He's getting reckless. He's the first time in here and he's acting crazy.
First time.
It is what it is.
It is what it is, yeah. So I always recommend buying the small bottle because you don't know how your body's going to react to it, or you may not actually like it. Some silicones tend to get sticky when they're the lower grade. Water-based is not going to get sticky, but it's going to dry out. If you're going to have sex in the shower, use a silicone. Water-based is just going to wash off.
Just wash away.
It's just going to be gone. And then all ladies know how sex in the shower operates with vaginas. It's just like dry and
Why do we talk about that?
Hey, when I called it a love muffin, you were mad. And when I called it a vagina, you said it was not fun. So I don't know what you want me to call it. Think of a name.
I got nothing.
Yeah. You just stick your penis in it, and then you're like, I'm good. You don't care what it's called.
Flesh holster.
Next show will be how to play the skin flute, but that'll be next time. I'll probably be a little tipsy for that.
Yeah.
Since I'm not getting anywhere educating the people because
we had some good education here about silicone,
ask me a
water-based
question.
lube.
Because you haven't been listening, because you and the Finger Bang Gang have been tiptoeing around here like this is West Side Story.
You have some advantage, though. If you get the sandy lube, you know that the crabs came from a different place.
Yes. Yes. If you buy the sandy lube, you know the crabs came from a different place. He's our Aaron. He is our Aaron.
God dang.
So I have now been educated that if you get a low quality silicone lube and it's sandy, the crabs did come from a different place.
Yes.
Also, if you ever have... One, you should not just be out there putting your penis in anybody, just raw dogging it. That is not a good way to live your life.
Specifically, they have to do with sand.
Yeah, especially